Aloha guys, it's Joe Tunney and I'm here at the Lava Beach Club in beautiful Waikoloa, Hawaii. Although it's winter all around the northern hemisphere, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and already it's 83 degrees and it's another spectacular day here in Hawaii. And I'm here with my 2005 Infiniti G35 twin turbo, and I've had a story on my mind for quite some time, something that happened to me when I was a teenager. I had almost as big a mouth back when I was a kid as I do now. My parents kicked me out of the house when I was 17, and I moved down to Long Beach, California, if you know the area. I actually had to lie about my age to get an apartment on the Pacific Coast Highway at PCH in Eximino, down by the traffic circle in Long Beach. And not a very nice neighborhood back in the day. I'm sure it's lovely today. But I had two jobs to kind of make ends meet, and I put some money together. In fact, I put $2,000 exactly together. And I drove up, or I went with a friend of mine, back up to Concord, California, and I went to Honda of Concord and bought a brand new 1987 Honda Accord with my $2,000 down at 21.99% interest rate. My payment was $251.50. I'll never forget it. The only reason I did it is so that I could drive to my parents' house and gloat that the same kid that they thought so low of apparently had bought this brand new car. So I'm gloating, I'm feeling pretty terrific about myself. I leave their house, they live in Lafayette, and I drive the length of the road along their house called Release Valley Road. Just a spectacular road for driving, it really is amazing. And I'm about 2 miles deep on that spectacular road, driving the tires off of this 1987 Honda Accord. I go around a tight turn, and guess what's there right in the road? A big rock. The rock smashes the undercarriage of my car, and in absolute shame and horror, I have to walk back to my parents' house, tail between my legs, and ask for their assistance to please help me because I have no money, my car is smashed, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So, valuable life lesson learned on that day, not that great of a day. So fast forward, my family and I, we've moved here to the big island of Hawaii from Seattle, and I brought my beloved 2005 Infiniti with me. My wife and I are driving to Kona to go to Costco, and guess what's in the road in front of me, and there's nothing I can do about it? A big rock, and it smashes the undercarriage of my car. And so thank God I had insurance, because one thing about this car is like every single thing is custom. And so although this car has 46,000 miles and I've driven 45 of those 46,000 miles, I'll be honest, there's certain things about this car I still really don't have any idea about. But one thing I have a very clear idea about is the turbos and the oil pan on this car are both made by APS, and they're one of a kind. This is one of this kind of application in the whole wide world. This is a custom design from APS for this car, and so that sounds really cool until you need a new oil pan for this car, and there are no oil pans for this car in the whole wide world. So my car has been in the shop for 9 weeks, and thank God for the people at Kona Nissan. They have hooked me up so much. They've just been the greatest thing in the whole wide world. But they found a vendor who could actually make me a new oil pan. Same aluminum, same cooling fin, same everything. So I have a custom oil pan, and I have the very first opportunity today to drive this car, and I am absolutely thrilled. Up north, we have a town called Waimea. And so if you know anything about the Big Island, it's 5 mountains form this entire island. Kohala Mountain is the one just north of Waikoloa, and they have this amazing town called Waimea. If you live in California, it's kind of like Santa Cruz, or if you live back east, a lot of cool towns in Vermont that have that funky artist type of vibe. That's Waimea, and so the temperature is less, it's a lot cooler, it's just a really groovy town. And we're going to take a nice sunrise drive from Waimea down here to the Lava Beach Club and take you along. Just like Release Valley Road with all those hairpin turns down in Lafayette, California, it's just as exciting a drive, and I hope that if you ever come to the Big Island, it's a drive that you can take as well. But let's hope that there's no rocks along the way.